We're reviewing my book, Perfecting the Brand American Medicine. I have the conflict of interest that I'm the author and also the publisher. We talk about the organizations that want to know how to script their employees can reach out to us. That's something we've helped a lot of physicians and hospitals with. My suggestion is always not a standard machine-like script because it isn't what your employees say, but how they say it. And having consistency of what I call the raft. Get your employees onto the raft. And here's the basics. So recognize the patient's identity. Recognize the person's name by context. Recognize any distress of any kind. Teaching your employees how to recognize distress is the key function for the healthcare caregiver. And very few organizations expend any time describing the qualitative emotional distress or physical distress in the way that you see in other industries. If you take lifeguards, for example, the training for a standard lifeguard to see what distress is in a customer is so clear that they blow a lot of whistles. When you look in healthcare, a lot of organizations are ambiguous on what distress looks like and don't blow as many whistles. And see, rules are there to help people. Lifeguards are there to help people. They're blowing their whistle to help enforce a rule to help people. And again, making sure that the organization is compliant with standards and caring for patients. Because again, we're talking about perfecting the brand of American medicine. So recognizing distress, we know that Americans are in some distress when they're coming into hospitals and clinics, and it's not always recognized. That's the first part of RAFT. The next part is acknowledge. Acknowledging the patient 10 feet away non-verbally. Acknowledging them at 5 feet with a verbal greeting that works for you. Saying it in a way that is authentic and works for you. Framing the duration and time of how the practice or how the hospital is running today and how that is going to function for that patient and like what those periodic periods of time are. And of course, thanking. So RAFT, recognize, acknowledge, framing, function, and thanking. And that mnemonic is so useful to spread throughout staff and touches on the most important things that every single employee that interacts with patients needs to do with every patient interaction. Reach out to us at profeed.me, buy the book at our website.